Welcome back to Sport on 7. I'm Tom Bushell. Thanks for watching Sport on 7 this week. Now, Chris McCarty has joined me once again to talk sport happening in the UAE. This week we caught up at the Yas Viceroy Hotel.
Well, normally I find Chris McCarty outside the studios of City 7 TV, but somehow he's managed to get to the Formula One here in Abu Dhabi, and what a great weekend this is. But we'll run through some of the biggest talking points in sport across the UAE. But let's start with where we are, the Yas Marina circuit. It's a special weekend, isn't it?
It's incredible, Tom. Obviously, Sebastian Vettel, a four-time champion. Let's not take that away from what is an incredible weekend. We have Mark Webber on pole. It's just been an incredible weekend, and of course you would expect more and more of these things to come on. It's a 22 race season in 2014. Abu Dhabi's race 18 on that list, and you expect much more great weekends like this, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. We've spoken to many people about why this weekend is so special. The nightlife, the dusk to night race as well. But it just always brings a special atmosphere, doesn't it?
I think the atmosphere is one thing, and certainly that dusk to night race. It's the only one on the calendar that does that. It throws up a number of different challenges for the drivers. You speak on the pit lane to any driver and they say that Abu Dhabi, probably Monaco with a history, but Abu Dhabi, because as you rightly say, the whole package around Abu Dhabi makes it one of the #1 races on the calendar.
Absolutely, and let's just talk as well about Sebastian Vettel. He comes here as world champion. He's such a great champion as well. 4 championships in a row. That doesn't happen very often indeed. And will we ever see it again? Well, we don't know, but what an achievement from the young man.
Incredible achievement, the youngest ever. Of course, we've had Fangio, we've had Schumacher. He's the youngest at just 26 years of age. You can take nothing away from Sebastian Vettel. Yes, he's received 1 or 2 boos this season, and that is a shame to see that, because there is no doubting that put Sebastian Vettel behind the wheel of a Formula 1 car. He's just the best in the pit lane. Yes, of course, he has a Red Bull that's been designed by the genius that is Adrian Newey. But Vettel, he's absolute box office, and you just wouldn't rule him out making it #5 in 2014.
No, absolutely not. It will be interesting next season, of course, because with those new engine regulations coming in, those teams do make their own engines, the likes of Mercedes and also Ferrari are going to be up there at the top, aren't they? But yes, Yas Marina circuit is the place to be this weekend every single year. Let's just talk about some other sport going on across the UAE. Major tournament, the FIFA Under-17 World Cup at the moment is such big news, and it's going very well. Attendances have been good as well, in excess of 10,000, which is great for that age of football.
Oh, the attendances have been superb. You speak to the local organisers here, they've been blown away with how many fans have really got behind this tournament. And you look at one of the 2 teams as well, Mexico, the defending champions, great victory for them over Brazil. Nigeria, they've taken everyone by surprise, a big, powerful unit. Look out for their number 10 as well, Inacio. He's been the one that's been linked with Arsenal. Steve Rowley, Arsenal's chief scout, he's out here in the region. They've been very impressed with him. 5 goals in the tournament. He's a name to look out for in the future. And as we've said on a number of shows before, Tom, some of these stars here will, of course, be the stars at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah, they will, absolutely. It will be a fantastic tournament, that will be. And the Under-17 World Cup has been a super event as well. Hopefully more like that to come to the UAE. Staying with football and local football as well, Walter Senga, of course, the former Al Nassr manager, has moved across the country. He's now here in the capital in Abu Dhabi.
He is indeed. Walter Zenga back in football. You may recall he was released by Al Nassr at the end of last season. He's been searching for a job. He was linked with the Australian job, the Republic of Ireland job. He is back in football, and it is here in the Emirates. Al Jazeera releasing Luis Mia after just 10 wins in 29 games for the Spaniard. Zenga's back. He's got the smile back on his face. An 18-month contract with the pride of Abu Dhabi, of course, Al Jazeera. Not a great start for him. A 2-2 draw in his first game in charge against Dubai club. But there's no doubting Walter Zenga. I mentioned Vettel as box office. Walter Zenga certainly is as well. Great to see the Italian back here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chris. So, as you can see, we can take Chris McCarty out of Dubai and put him at a top-class event in Abu Dhabi, but still, the hair doesn't get combed. We'll never get there, will we?
It's the humidity, Tom. I've actually had this cut this morning as well, Tom. So I got it, as you always say, week in, week out. You're always taking the mick out my hair, Tom. It is cut. Unfortunately, the humidity up here in Abu Dhabi has just taken over a little bit. I do apologise.
Chris, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you again at the Yas Marina circuit next year. But until then, we'll be back next week with Chris with more sport from the UAE.
That's it for this week's Sport on 7, but with the DP World Tour Championship and the Dubai Rugby Sevens on the way, we'll be back with more sport very soon. Until then, I'm Tom Bushell. Goodbye.